In both my practices, I see a lot of babies who have tongue tie. The incidence of tongue tie is 1 in 7. So 1 in 7 babies will be born with a tongue tie. But not all tongue ties affect your baby's ability to breastfeed. Under the NICE guidance, we are only permitted to treat tongue ties that are affecting a baby's ability to feed, and in particular, breastfeed. A tongue tie is a vertical membrane underneath the tongue, and that's called an anterior tongue tie. There are various presentations of tongue tie, and the one that I can also treat is posterior tongue tie. It's also called submucosal tongue tie, so you can't very easily see it, and we can feel it, we can palpate it when we examine your baby, but we know it's there by what it won't allow your baby's tongue to do. Okay, so in normal breastfeeding, what happens is that your nipple needs to be under baby's soft palate. So if you feel with your own tongue where your hard palate finishes and your soft palate begins, you can see that the nipple has to be very far back in baby's mouth. So in order for your baby to attain that position, they need to have full tongue mobility. They need to be able to elevate their tongue. They need to be able to lateralize their tongue, move their tongue from side to side, and they need to be able to protrude their tongue constantly during suckling over the lower mandible. So the mandible is where the teeth are eventually going to be. If your baby is not able to do that as a result of a tongue tie, the first thing that you will notice is that your nipples will become very sore, because your nipples are actually squashed between baby's hard palate and their tongue. So it's a bit like wearing new shoes. You will get a blister, which will then very easily break down into a wound. Okay, so it'll be very painful to feed. As far as the baby's concerned, because the nipple is not in the right place in their mouth, they're not able to effectively transfer milk. And as a consequence of that, you may find that you're feeding your baby very frequently. They may have problems with refluxing and colic because their suckle is very disorganised. They may have issues with weight gain or poor resolution of jaundice. Or you may find that your feeds are very fractured. They're in bits and pieces. You're constantly feeding baby. If you feel that tongue tie may be an issue, you do need to see a lactation consultant or a breastfeeding specialist who is competent in assessing tongue tie.